I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with your feeder flash for Monday, July the 9th, where this market is rejuvenated after that big 6th of July celebration where the Packers come out suddenly short bought and just cranked up the bids on cattle and ended up trading them sharply higher there. One of the few marketing mishaps that you'll see the Packers make there, right in the middle of these huge supplies, being short bought there as we come out of the holiday week from July the 4th holiday there. But you know, just giving this market a big shot in the arm, especially all these big feeder cattle sales, a lot of video sales to be had here on this post-holiday week, and all your big Monday sales should be sharply higher in the sales to start out the week. Look at the board for last week. Your August live cattle contracts ended the week at 106.37, down 35 cents for the week. October, if you go out there, sitting at 109.62, but they sold them a lot higher than that here during the holiday week on the spot market. August feeder cattle ended the week at 152.20. That was 88 cents higher than the end of the previous week. In October, gaining more ground as we see more of these forward contracted feeder cattle selling sharply higher than what they're selling at right now. 152.15, up $2.08 for the week. But that fat cattle market, they'd only sold like 1,500 cattle through Thursday during the holiday week, with the 4th of July being on a Wednesday. Just nothing happening at all in the 5-area feeding region. Then Friday morning just come out, and I mean sharply higher. Started out with some trade in the Southern Plains at 112. That quickly moved to 113. Most of your late sales were 114, just dollars and dollars higher. I ended up $5 to $6 higher the bulkier trade compared to the previous week's bulk. On a dress trade, 10 bucks higher at 180 compared to that 170 they were paying the previous week. But going to be a big volume week with all of it happening on Friday. Well over 100,000 head going to be sold. Sold nearly 9,000 in Texas, which has been hardly selling any cattle at all, but nearly 9,000 there. Kansas, Nebraska, and Iowa all selling around 25,000 head just through the early afternoon session that was reported on mandatory price reporting. Colorado, it's hard to get a read on that because of the non-competitive clauses there. They don't want to give that away, and they've only got one main packer purchasing cattle in that area, and so they can't disclose what's going on with that because of the rules that they have with price reporting. But it will be on the weekly when we find out here on Monday how many cattle they did actually sell. But like I said, it'll be well over 100,000 head, just exactly what we needed. The Packers' giant margins they've been working on, they've been making well over $200 a head. That is starting to slim down now as they're having to pay more up for cattle, and their cutout values are shrinking and continuing to shrink. But down again for this past week. Your average trade for last week's choice cuts, 209.65, $5.35 lower than the previous week's weighted average. Selects 198.97 on the average trade last week. That was $1.74 lower for the week than the previous weeks. But choice select spread continuing to narrow. It's at $10.68 now. Your slaughter for last week, even though I don't usually talk about a holiday slaughter because it's hard to get a handle on it, but still 562,000 for a holiday week, with that dang holiday landing right in the middle of the week on a Wednesday. That was just 84,000 less than the previous non-holiday week, which that's a lot less than a main day's kill during a business day. So not too awful bad, and 15,000 more than the same holiday week a year ago. So pretty decent. But let's look at some of the feeder cattle market information that we have. Just didn't have really much to talk about in the auction markets. The only place that really had a sale was Joplin Regional Stockyards early in the week on Monday. They were 5 to 8 higher there. They should be coming out of the gates sharply higher after the fat cattle market and the way things went last week. So good luck to you guys that's got cattle consigned to early week sales, but should be very, very good Did have a great sale in Lexington, Nebraska on Friday, but just not very many sales on-site auctions to speak of last week during the holidays, especially in the Southeast. They were completely shut down out there. But Primetime Video, division of Joplin Regional Stockyards, they did have their video sale, their Big Bang sale on Tuesday. First time they did not have their sale at the Joplin Regional Stockyards facility. They had it at Downstream Casino on the Oklahoma-Missouri border there, and had a great sale, marketed over 26,000 head of cattle. Had good attendance by both buyers and producers, and people just interested in maybe trying that down the road for their cattle. We did broadcast that on DV Auction. Had a lot of people watching online, had people bidding online, and it was a really good sale. And expect that primetime livestock video to continue to increase and start having more sales on that. We're going to have 2 big videos this week. This is the week where all your calves are going to be priced for fall. We're going to see how many people are going to be happy with what they're paying up now for fall delivery calves. Some people will get the big head after this fat cattle trade and the way the yearling market is now, and they'll pass those cattle out and try their luck at a later sale closer up to delivery time. But there's going to be a lot of cattle offered up. Superior's week in the Rockies at Breckenridge, Colorado is going to be all week. It's they're marketing over 200,000, or they're offering over 200,000 head of cattle. We'll see how many end up selling. Western Video Market, the best video market in the West, is going to be having their big sale in Reno, Nevada, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm actually going to be going out there and helping take the online bids through DV Auction there. You can watch that on Dish Network at channel 998 for a Western Video Market sale. If you want to watch it online, you can either go to dvauction.com or go to wvmcattle.com for the Western Video Market's main website. You can get on that console and watch that sale either online or, like I said, on channel 998 on Dish. But starting out on Monday the 9th, going to be marketing all the yearling cattle that they have on there, and they do have some Nebraska cattle on there too. They're not all out far west, so you need to get on there and see what the yearling market's going to be. They've still got summer delivery yearlings to sell there on the 9th on Monday. They're also going to be selling the summer delivery calves that they have on the 9th. Then the 10th and 11th will be mostly fall delivery calves, and a lot of them way out west. And on Tuesday, towards the end of the sale, they will be having their breeding stock offered there on Tuesday. But don't miss Western Video Market's big sale out of Reno, Nevada. Now look at an individual quote on Cattle Market Central late in the holiday week last week. Lexington, Nebraska had a big long string of big yearling steers, 420 head of them. This is one cut out of them. Weighed 906 pounds at 154. And that's your feeder flash for Monday.